Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Carmi here with lesson 3, day 3 of science this week. And we have been talking about the sky and how it looks different during the day and it looks different at night. And really, the main reason the sky looks different during the day and at night is because of the sun. So what we're going to do today is we are going to be watching a brain pop about the sun that lights up the sky, and then we're going to be doing another workbook page in our science workbooks. All right, so let me click on the video. And let's take a look at this video on the sun.
It's really hot and sunny today. I'm putting on sunscreen so I don't get sunburned. You want some, Moby? Are you sure it's really sunny? What is the sun? The sun is a star. A star is a body of hot gases that makes its own light and heat. The sun is at the center of our solar system, and all the planets orbit around it. The sun is the closest star to the Earth, but it's still about 93 million miles away. The sun is a lot bigger than the Earth. You can fit over 100 Earths across the middle. The sun is the largest body in our solar system, but the sun is just a medium-sized star. There are lots of stars that are even bigger. They just look small because they are farther away. Good question, Moby. What is the sun made of? The sun is made of burning hot gases. It's made mostly of hydrogen and helium gases. Right, Moby. Those balloons are filled with helium gas. Inside the sun, the gases go through changes, which give off a lot of energy. The outer part of the sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's over 5,000 degrees Celsius. But the core, or center of the sun, is a lot hotter. It's about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 million degrees Celsius. Our oven at home only goes up to about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Why is the sun important to the Earth? The sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. It gives our planet light and heat. Without the sun, Earth would be pretty dark and cold. I don't think we'd be able to survive. Almost everything on Earth depends on the sun's energy in some way. Many food chains begin with the sun. Plants use the sun's light to grow. Animals eat plants, and other animals eat those animals. The sun also helps power the water cycle. The sun warms water, and then it evaporates into the air. Water droplets come together in the air to form clouds. Water can fall out of the clouds and return to our oceans, lakes, and other bodies of water. Then the sun warms up the water, and the cycle starts again. The sun plays a big part in weather changes. Earth is tilted at an angle. The sun hits different parts of the Earth in different ways as it orbits the sun. That's why places go through different seasons at different times of the year. Right, Moby. The sun is very important to our planet. It gives off a lot of light and heat, which are forms of energy. In fact, people can take the sun's light and turn it into electricity. That's called solar power. How do we know so much about the sun? People have been studying and tracking the sun for thousands of years. Stonehenge is a monument in England that is over 4,000 years old. Parts of the monument line up with the sun during different times of the year. Over 2,000 years ago, the ancient Chinese studied the sun. They observed sunspots, which are cooler, darker areas of the sun's outer layer. Ancient people who lived in the area that is now Mexico built pyramids to honor and track the sun. The Aztecs and other people followed the path of the sun and created calendars. Hundreds of years ago, people used sundials to help tell time. A shadow on the sundial points to the time of day. Now, scientists use powerful tools to study the sun. NASA launched a spacecraft to gather information about the sun. We can't land on the sun because it's too hot, but we can study it from far away. Remember, you should never look straight at the sun. It can hurt your eyes. Instead, poke a tiny hole in a piece of paper and hold it up to the sun. Don't look through the hole. Cast a picture of the sun on another piece of paper. Anyway, Moby, you should put on sunscreen, or else you'll get sunburned. Uh-oh.
All right, so now that we know all about the sun, we're going to take a look at this page in our science notebook. So it says day and night. Write what you see in the sky. You're going to have to use one word 2 times. So I'm going to zoom out so we can do this together. All right, so take a look. So in our word bank, we have moon, stars, and sun. So what do we see in the sun right here? What do we see in the sky right here? Do you see the sun? All right, so I'm going to write sun because that's what we see in the sky. Now I'm not going to cross off sun because it said I have to use one word twice. Maybe I'll just put a little check next to it. So I want to make sure I at least use everyone at least once. All right, so it's still daytime over here, but what do you see in the sky? I'm going to circle it. Do you see that? That's the moon. So we're going to write moon. I think I know which one we're going to use twice. Now I'm using red on the board, but you should be using pencil always in your science notebook. But you know that. You're almost second graders. All right, I'm going to put a check next to moon to show that I used it. All right, let's take a look at this third picture. What do you see in the sky? Do you see moon, stars, or sun? Stars. That's right, stars. Now that was my last one, so I know the next one I'm going to be using it for the second time. So I'm going to put a check next to stars. All right, here's nighttime, and it's a big picture of the moon. So that's the one I'm going to use twice. So moon, M-O-O-N, moon. And then I'll put a second check to show that I used that one twice. All right, boys and girls, take a picture of this. Even though we did it together, take a picture of it and and make sure you send it to your teacher so that you get credit for this assignment. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.